Ever wonder what makes a man truly unforgettable? It's not the extravagant gifts or grand gestures, it's the subtle, almost invisible actions that pierce straight into a woman's psyche. The moments when you make her feel something deeper than just attraction, when she feels truly understood, like you've cracked the code to her heart. These are the actions that keep her up at night, replaying them over and over. Want to know what those rare moments are? Stick around, because what I'm about to reveal could make you the man she can't forget, no matter what. There's a moment that haunts every woman. A moment when a man sees right through her mask. She's been performing, playing the role that everyone expects, but he notices. He sees past the charming smile and the confident demeanor. He sees the real her. Imagine a woman at a party, the center of attention, laughing, telling stories, everyone captivated by her. But inside, she's exhausted, emotionally drained from the constant performance. No one else notices, but he does. He pulls her aside and quietly asks, "You seem tired, are you okay?" It's not just a simple question. It's a moment of authentic recognition. In those words, he's done something no one else has. He's seen her true self. That feeling of being understood at her core, beyond the facade, is so rare that it sticks with her. It doesn't fade. Later, when she lies awake at night, replaying that moment, she wonders how he knew. She wonders if anyone else would ever see her like that. It's not just about the attention, it's the depth of it. The fact that someone truly recognized her without asking anything in return. And from then on, she compares every man to that moment. Every time someone admires her surface, she asks herself, would he see me for who I truly am? That moment becomes the benchmark for real connection, the kind of bond that makes her feel valued at her core. Every woman craves one thing in a man, the quiet assurance that he'll protect her peace when the world feels like it's closing in, and it's not about rushing in with grand gestures. It's the subtle, unspoken actions that make the difference. Imagine she's in a group, and one person starts throwing subtle digs at her, testing her patience, making snide comments about her choices, her life. It's uncomfortable, and she can feel the tension rising, but no one is stepping in to stop it. Then he does. He doesn't make a scene, he doesn't raise his voice, he simply redirects the conversation, effortlessly pulling the focus away from her. And just like that, the moment is diffused. Her heart calms. She feels a wave of relief wash over her. For the first time, she realizes someone's got her back without her having to ask. It's not just about the act itself, it's the awareness he has of her emotional state. The protection that doesn't come with any expectation or need for acknowledgement. It's the fact that he values her peace above the discomfort of stepping in. That quiet confidence, that unspoken protection, makes her feel seen, cared for, and safe in a way no one else ever has. For weeks, months, even years later, she'll replay that moment in her mind. Every time she's left to defend herself in a group, she'll think, I wish he were here. Every time someone lets her fend for herself, she'll remember the man who quietly took action, never needing recognition, simply because he cared enough to protect her from emotional discomfort. That moment becomes her standard. Every time she encounters someone who doesn't step up, she'll think, this isn't how it should feel. And that's the power of being emotionally protected without having to ask. It sets the bar for what she expects in a relationship. It's the one moment she'll never forget. She's acting out, pushing boundaries, testing limits. Most people would just let it slide, enable her behavior, let her get away with it, all to avoid conflict. But he doesn't. Instead, he looks at her, calm but firm, and says, "That's not okay. Try again." Her heart skips a beat. No one's ever done that before. No one has ever called her out in such a simple, direct way, without yelling, without drama. It's not about shame or guilt. It's just that he won't accept her being anything but her best self. She's taken aback. How could he do that without creating chaos, without the usual fight? But his calm confidence cuts deeper than any argument could. It's almost like he's looking at her, seeing straight through her defensiveness, straight through the act. and suddenly she's left alone with her own reflection. No excuses, no hiding. In that moment, something shifts. She doesn't feel attacked. She feels challenged. And that challenge, that quiet strength, is something she's never experienced before. She starts thinking, why didn't anyone else ever hold me to this standard? Why is it so powerful to have someone who doesn't let me get away with this? For the first time, she respects him on a level that no one else has ever made her feel. It's not just his words. It's the way he stood his ground, the way he made her feel like she deserved better. That feeling, that respect, sticks with her. Every time she catches herself slipping or acting out, she hears his voice. That's not okay, try again. And she finds herself changing, not because she's afraid of him, but because she wants to rise to the standard he set. And from that moment on, she's never the same. She won't accept anything less than this level of honesty, strength, and respect in a man. Because once you've been held accountable by someone who actually cares, everything else feels empty. She'll never forget the man who showed her what real strength in a relationship looks like. Every woman has had moments where she's felt like just another face in the crowd, surrounded by people, attention all around, but still, something feels missing. What she's looking for, what she craves, is for someone to choose her, not out of convenience or circumstance, but because he genuinely prefers her. It's that exact moment when she realizes he wants her not because she's the easiest choice or the most obvious. He's had options, he's seen others, but he picks her anyway. And it's not some grand proclamation or dramatic gesture. It's quiet, simple, subtle. She notices it in the way he listens, the way he's always present when she speaks, not because he's trying to impress her, but because he genuinely enjoys being around her. It's in the way his attention stays on her, even when there are other women around, the way he makes her feel like she's the only one in the room without saying a word. That feeling, it doesn't go away. It makes her start thinking, what does he see in me that makes me stand out? Why does he choose me over the rest? And that curiosity doesn't fade with time. It sticks deep in her mind. She finds herself wanting to be that person he chose, not because of the obvious things, but because of something deeper. The truth? Once she experiences what it feels like to be chosen, not just out of convenience, but out of genuine preference, it changes how she views every future relationship. Every man she meets after that is measured against that feeling. If they don't offer that same kind of choice, the relationship doesn't stand a chance. And every time she's with someone who doesn't see her that way, she'll remember the man who did, the one who chose her because he wanted her. And that's something no one else can replicate. There's a moment in every woman's life when she'll realize just how rare a man can be. The one who knows exactly when to step back. And it's not because he's lost interest. It's not about leaving to create drama or confusion. It's about the timing. The man who knows how to leave while things are still at their best, before they get stale, before things start to feel too predictable. Here's the thing women won't admit. Too much attention isn't always what they want. They don't need constant reassurance. What they crave is a man who knows his worth. A man who can walk away when the connection is at its peak. And that's the moment when she starts to miss him in ways she's never missed anyone before. She might not even realize it at first, but when he steps back, when he gives her space, not because he's pulling away emotionally, but because he's leaving while the magic is still there, it makes her think, why do I miss him so much? It's a powerful realization. Most men stay too long, they overstay their welcome, and the connection fades. But the man who knows when to leave at his peak creates a lasting impact. She's left wondering, what was so different about him? That absence? It leaves a mark. Every other relationship she's in after that is compared to him. She starts to expect a level of mystery, of space, that makes her value his presence even more. She starts thinking, why am I settling for men who don't know how to walk away at the right time? This is the kind of man who leaves an impression that lasts. He's not trying to impress her with constant attention or staying around too long. He knows the power of quality moments, and when he does come around, it's a breath of fresh air, not a stale routine. That's what makes him unforgettable. There's one thing that women crave in a man, a thing so powerful, so rare, that once they experience it, they can never settle for anything less. It's emotional availability. Not just someone who listens, not just someone who cares when it's easy, but a man who dares to be emotionally present, no matter how uncomfortable or vulnerable it gets. She's met plenty of men who were charming, confident, even kind. But the moment things got real, the moment the conversation turned from small talk to something deeper, they shut down. They couldn't handle the depth. She's heard the promises of love, but when it came time to face the rawness of emotions, their emotions, her emotions, they bailed. It's a defense mechanism, they tell themselves, but for her, it's the one thing she can't ignore. And then there's him, the man who doesn't flinch when the walls come down, the man who doesn't run when things get deep, when it gets real, the man who meets her vulnerability with his own. He shares, he listens, he speaks his truth without hesitation. No hiding, no games, no pretending. He gives her his true self, all of it, and she sees him for who he really is, not the mask he wears. In that moment, something clicks. She realizes, this is what I've been searching for. It's not about grand gestures, it's not about big declarations of love. It's about emotional depth, the kind that makes her feel seen, heard, and understood. And when she feels that, it's like nothing else matters. He becomes irreplaceable. She can't shake it. She starts thinking, why doesn't everyone operate like this? Every man she meets after that, she compares to him. Every time someone shuts her down emotionally, she wonders, does he even see me? Does he even care enough to face this with me? The men who can't open up, who don't allow themselves to be vulnerable, who hide behind pride and distance, they're out. She's already seen what real connection feels like, and that's the game changer. Because once she's experienced someone who's willing to be truly emotionally available, she'll never go back to anything less. Every relationship after that, every connection, will be measured against the standard he set, and nothing else will compare. What if I told you that a woman's deepest desire in a relationship isn't being showered with gifts, endless compliments, or constant attention? It's the feeling of being made a priority, really prioritized not just in words, but in action. It's the man who doesn't need to say much. He simply makes her feel like she matters. It's not about texting her every minute. It's about the times when he shows up when it counts. Without being told, without hesitation. Think about it. She's been in relationships where the attention came when it was easy, when things were going well. But when it mattered most, where was he? His attention wandered, or it was on something else. She was left feeling like an afterthought, like just another person in his life. Not the center of it. But he's different. This man knows that the real power isn't in how much time he spends with her, but in how much he invests in her, emotionally, mentally, and physically. When it counts, he's not just present in body, he's present in spirit. When a woman feels like she's the priority, it's the small things that matter. It's the time he gives her when she needs to talk, the space he makes for her when life feels overwhelming, and the listening ear when she needs it the most. He doesn't just wait until it's convenient for him to show her affection. He knows when it matters, and that feeling? It's irreplaceable. Once a woman feels truly prioritized, she will never forget it. She starts comparing every other interaction to that moment, asking herself, why can't I find that again? Because here's the truth. If a man can make her feel like she matters above everything else without it feeling forced, she will carry that with her. And that feeling of being the center of attention, not because she demands it, but because he genuinely chooses her, it sets the bar. Every other connection, every other relationship will always be measured by that standard. It's that kind of attention that a woman never forgets. The man who shows her without a doubt that she is his priority without needing to say it every time. And once she experiences that, She knows what real value feels like. These 7 actions aren't just about impressing her. They're about creating a lasting emotional connection, the kind that she can't forget. So next time you want to leave a real mark on her, remember, it's the small, real actions that speak the loudest. What do you think? Which of these actions do you think creates the strongest bond? Let me know in the comments below. And if you found this video insightful, make sure to hit that subscribe button for more powerful relationship tips. See you in the next video.